Hey YouTubers, welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet of MLB 15 The Show here on the PS4. This is Road to Show with Theo Bonds. This is episode 88, and of course we all know here on this series here that the way that Theo's been playing here hasn't been a good one at all. As you see there, 25 and 37 for the Detroit Tigers. Get ready to play a 35 and 29 team of the New York Yankees there. Chris Tillman on the mound there. 2 and 6 there, I should say, with a 3.62 ERA there coming into this game. Hasn't been a great year for the team or for Bonds here. He's been struggling here quite a bit here, and we'll see what he can do here in this series here coming up against the Yankees. Of course, we're going to continue being on the road here after we get done with this Yankees series and head out to the south side of Chicago to face the White Sox here in this episode also. So, 2 series here, 6 games here. We got a lot to go through here. But first, we'll take a look here. Like I said, 5 games out of first place here. Now, of course, they're playing in a tough division here, the American League Central there. And, of course, it's always up and down when it comes to these teams. So, you see the Twins up there at first place right now. I guarantee within a week, the Twins will probably be in last place. Now, the Yankees are 4 games out of first place there. You see the Rays have a 4-game lead over them. The Rays have a 38 and 24 record there, and they are playing pretty good there. So we'll see here. We'll go to the top of the 10th here with 1 out here, and we'll see we have a runner on board. And Bonds will be up to bat here in the pitch hit situation here. Tie 7-7. Bonds will hit this one. This will be a nice chip shot there. That's going to score a run there from second, and now makes it now 8-7 here. And Bonds on board at first. So nice play right there. Solid contact there. He'll get 30 points for that effort there and get the game, hopefully game-winning run there for the Tigers here. So Tigers got a 1-run lead here, and hopefully it can hold on to it here. Of course, their pitching has not been too great here when it comes to relieving, or I should even say even starting here. It's been a rough season for them. But we'll see here. We'll win this one 8-7 there. Final score 1-1 there for Bolden. Or excuse me, for Bonds there, I should say, not Bolden. He'll get his RBI there, and they'll get the win. So now here we go. Game 2 here at Yankee Stadium here for Bonds here. And you see there 26 and 37 there for the Tigers. 35 and 30 there for the Yankees here. We'll see if the Bronx Bombers can do anything today. Top of the 7th here with a runner on board here and 1 out, and that changeup right there on Bonds gets on him, and that will be a strikeout there. So 5 pitch at bat there, a strikeout there for Bonds. And like I said, it's been a tough season here for him. He started off pretty well here, but here in the last, I'd say about the last 5 or 6 episodes here, he's been kind of a downward spiral here. So now with top of the 3rd here with nobody on board here, 1 out. Again, that 4-seam fastball, this one out of the zone there. Bonds goes chasing after that one. And again, another 5 pitch at bat there on him. And he cannot produce anything here. But of course, he's been very vocal here as of late here. This is his 3rd season now with this ball club. And the last 2 seasons there, they've been just about a game or 2 shy of getting to the playoffs, and Bonds just does not like that. So top of the 5th now, we're down by 4 here with 2 outs here. Bonds will hit this one in there. He'll find a gap out there, and that will hit out to right center field there for a single, and that will get him on board there. But going back to what I was saying about Detroit, they've been coming up short here, and he's been made pretty vocal here that he just want to get traded and leave Motown here and go to somewhere else. But we'll see here. That's going to be a chopper right there in front of the pitcher. That one's going to be a thrown out there to first as Mark Teixeira gets that one and gets the out. So Bonds there you see 1 for 4 for the day for him. They'll lose this one 6-0 there. Justin Verlander gets his 2nd loss of the season there as he has a 5-2 record now here for the Tigers. So we'll see here now in the last game of this series here between these 2 teams here. We'll see here during the 7-game hitting streak. Now, he has been having a couple streaks here as of late with hitting. There you see 10 of 26 there, and an average of 385. Of course, he is around the 280 mark here for his average here this season. Top of the 1st here, he'll go off that slider right there, and he cannot connect. So Bonds, at least what I talked to him before this game, and pretty much had conversations here the last couple of episodes here. He's made it kind of public here that he's wanting to leave, and he's wanting to venture out and see what he can do. But he wants to do well enough so teams will be investing in him. As you see, that's going to be a pop up there. To Sheridan does a nice play there, grabbing that one as the bat shatters there. And it actually goes a lot further than the damn ball. So we'll see the replay here and show motion here. Yeah, shatters that bat, and the bat goes a little further there. Too bad they can't count that the bat there. But we'll see here that that's going to go up the middle there. That's going to be a base hit there for Bonds as he gets that one and gets a single. But Bonds, like I said in an interview, I talked to him. He says that he wants to leave Motown. He does not care where he goes to, as long as the team is a contender and somewhere that he can play for. And there's a couple of teams he has in mind of his that he didn't want to share what those were. Top of the sixth now. 4-1 is the score here. We'll see here. This one goes high. This one goes deep. And that one goes off the wall out there. Bonds is like, hell yeah, I'm going to go for 2. And there you see, make sure the other runner takes off and gets to third. Now they got runners at second and third here with that double. Bonds thought maybe it was just going to be a single off the wall, or possibly, worst case scenario is going to get caught at the wall. But it bounces off the wall there, and he goes for 2 here, as we'll see the replay there. Center fielder Jacoby Ellsbury goes for a dive there and misses that one, and costs them a now putting runners in score position here. 7-3 now is the score here. We'll see a ground out there to short, and that will be it for Bonds for that at bat there. So Bonds struggling here in this series already here, and hopefully that does not carry on. Hopefully this struggle he's had here will stay here in New York. But they'll win this one 7-4 there. Bonds 2 for 5 for the game there. A double and a run there for him. So we're going to take a little break before we get to Chicago and to the south side there to play against the White Sox. So you see there 2 games behind the leaders there, who are the Indians and Twins there. Like I said, they would change very soon, very quickly. But there you see we're 4 games out of first place here, and we're going to try to see if we can take on these White Sox and try to get ourselves in that position there, being within just earshot of the leaders here in this division. Like I said, it's a tough division. Everyone's playing pretty good, pretty lackadaisical baseball. No one's really dominating, but for us, we have, of course, we got to take advantage of it now. We got to start win some games here, because once we get to getting close to the All-Star game, that's when teams will start try to break from the pack and go off on their own. So here we are at the sale here at U.S. Cellular. Here, a pretty good packed house here, as not like as we normally see it here, but we got a pretty good house here tonight. Here, a lot of people here, a couple thousand people here, ready to watch the game here, and we'll see Bonds here coming up to bat, top of the first here, nobody on board and 2 outs. He'll hit this one up the middle there. That's going to be a base hit there for him, and that's going to get him on board there, and hopefully get a rally going here. Hopefully get a 2-out rally going here for them, as John Diggs is on the mound there for the Southsiders here in this ball game. They're now top of the third here. 2-0 is the score here. The Detroit's leading this one, and this one's going to be a pop up to the third baseman. Nice play right there. He gets that one, and Bonds goes back to the dugout and thinks about his next at bat here coming up, as he pops this one out there. Routine play there to the third baseman. So now top of the fifth here. Still 2-0 is the score here. Detroit leads this one. Runner at second here with 1 out. This is going to be into the shallow left field there. That's going to be a double. He's going to go for a double. It actually scores a run. Nice play right there for Bonds, as he gets an RBI double there for his. Actually, they credit him just a base hit. But we'll see here next at bat here. This goes high. This goes deep. This is going over the wall. That is a home run there for Bonds. That'll be his 20th of the season there, and that's 2 RBIs now in this ball game. Now he has scored twice here, and he will extend this lead even more here for his ball club here, as they might have a shot here to win this ball game here, and it might be a 2-game winning streak here going into this series here. here for the Tigers here. As you see the replay here, nice swing right there, taking that one and extending his bat here and getting a home run there. Now top of the ninth here with one out. That one gets past the third baseman. That goes down the line there, and that's going to be a single there for Bonds. So things are turning around here for Bonds and for this ball club here, as he is on board here, and they win this one 6-3. John Dace gets his 5th loss of the year. Anibal Sanchez gets his 5th win of the year, and Bonds is 4 for 5 for the game there, and he will be named player of the game. He is 4 for 5, a home run, hit his 20th of the season, a double, and 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored for him. He is now hovering around the 300 mark here for his batting here this season so far in this game. So congratulations to him, as he is named player of the game here and winning a game here, winning the first game of this 3-game series here against the White Sox, and now 2-game winning streak here for the ball club here, as you see the stats there. So Phil getting ready for tomorrow's game here as they take game 1 of this 3-game series here against Chicago. So already looking good here now. Now we have to get ready for game 2 here. Hopefully we can do the same things like we did in this game and tack on some more runs here. As we take a look here, he's the player spotlight here. As we take a look here, just that last game we just showed you guys, he had 4 hits in that last game there, and they are talking about the great effort he has made so far here. Of course, like I said, he's been struggling here quite a bit here, and has been in talks with the club and his agent here publicly, talking about him wanting to get traded here if things do not turn around here for this ball club. And of course, things could turn around here because we're only within, like I said, an earshot of grabbing the division here. It's just that we just need to hold, if we get the lead here, we need to hold on to it as much as possible. So game 2 now here at US Cellular. As you see there, another good packed house here tonight, as fans are out here. Of course, both teams are in the hunt for the AL Central Division here, and they want to see their, of course, the Chicago White Sox would love to see their team here be back in first place there. So we see here we have, I believe, Felipe Palmeiro. He is a former Royal, now a White Sox here. We're gonna take him on here in this ball game here. We'll see what we can do against him in this ball game here. Bonds, there you see, entering the game today for trying to get his 9th game here in this hitting streak that he's in. 20 home runs and 56 RBIs for him, and like I said, nearing 300. He has a 296 average. Top of the first here, 2 outs here. This is going to be a fly ball out to right field there. Nice catch there, and that will end the inning. So no score after 1 here. Scoreless here between these 2 ball clubs here. Top of the third now, 3-1 to score here. We're leading it by 2, and a runner at first here with 1 out. And it's going to be a double play there. That right there will end the inning there as Jabria gets that one and tags the bag there at first to get Bonds out. So after 3, the Tigers will lead this one 3-1. Now 3-2. Now top of the 5th here. Bases are loaded here, and runners at first. Bases are loaded. 2 outs. That one's going to hit off the wall out there. That's going to score not just 1 but 2 runs. Looks like now 3 as he goes in for a double. Yes, 3 runs. So the bases are cleared here, and he gets himself in scoring position there. 3 RBI double. I'm trying to say that and try to say it quickly. He'll clear the bases there and get himself there in scoring position here, as he now has a double here and is ready for someone to hit him in. As you see here, the replay there, decides to stop at 2 there. So now top of the 8th here, 6-2 is the score here. We'll see him hit this one out to right field. That's going to be a nice pop fly there, and that will get Bonds out, and that will end his at-bat there in this inning. Top of the 9th now, 9-4 is the score here. We'll see a 2-1 hit, and that one gets out to shallow center field there. That's going to score a run here. He's going to think about going for 2, but decides to stay with the single, and he'll sit there at first, hopefully hoping that someone will knock him in, as that's now, 4 RBIs he has scored in this ball game. 2 for 5 for the day for him, a double. Tigers win this one 10-4, as Smiley gets his 4th win of the year, and Jobber Chamberlain gets his first save of the season. So now we go see here, Bonds is in a 10-game hitting streak here. Of course, this is always seen as the video of doom. As you see, Bonds in a 10-game hitting streak here. And look, he is so talented. He is so on right now. Yeah, he has the force with him. He can catch the ball with no glove there. And he is using the force there. I think he's part Jedi, I believe. But we'll see here. He will be talking to Cabrera about what the struggles he is having right now, and of course I believe he's using Cabrera's hitting stance right now, as he talked to Cabrera about hitting and what he needs to do to adjust. And of course Cabrera's like, we all go through our slumps at times. There's 162 games. We can't always be on every single day. In an ideal world, it'd be nice to, but realistically, that's not going to happen. So we'll see here. The U.S. Cellular, of course, I'm sure Cabrera's talking to him about possibly not getting, not asking for a trade anymore. He's trying to keep him on the team because he believes there's something with this kid and something with this team that they can do here. So we'll see here what they'll do here in Game 3 of this series. Chris Tillman will be on the mound here. He's been struggling here quite a bit. And there you see the last 4 games, 9 of 19 there. 20 home runs, 60 RBIs, and a 298 average for Bonds here. So top of the first here, we lead it 1-0 here. We'll see a pop-up here out to shallow left field there as the shortstop will get underneath that one. And that will be an out there on Bonds. So Bonds not starting off the way he want to in this game. We'll see show track where the pitch was at, and not where he was wanting it at, as that one gets popped up and he gets underneath that one. Now top of the third here, 1-1's the score here with 1 out, nobody on board, and Bonds will get thrown out there at first by the shortstop. So Ramirez, there you see, Alexi Ramirez throws him out there at first, and we'll get about 10 points for that effort there on that play. Now top of the fourth here, 4-1's the score here, we'll lead by 3. Runners at second and third here with 2 outs. We'll see Bonds. He'll rip this one up the middle there. That's going to score a run, possibly 2 here, as we'll see him go for a double here. And, the runner get gunned out. No, only 1 run comes across the plate there as the runner right there gets gunned down, and that will end the inning. The Tigers lead it now 5-1 here in the ball game. So now we'll go top of the 6th here. 5-2's the score here. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. 0-1 pitch here for Bonds. And that one will get tracked down by Williams there. And he will tag the base there at first to get Bonds out. So after 6 there, 5-2's the score. Top of the 8th now. Bases are empty here with runners at first and second here. We'll see here Bonds. He'll slap this one past the infield right there. No one can make a play there. And we'll see him get on board there safely at first for that single there. And we'll see what the team can do here, as they have a 2-run lead here late in the ball game. They are able to hold on to that lead there. Final score 5-3. Happ will get his second loss of the year. Tillman get his third win of the year. And Bonds, he will be 2 for 5 for that game with an RBI. And he is now sitting at 300 for his average. So we're 2.5 games out of first place here. As you see, the Twins lead this one right now. And there you see the Indians are just a half a game behind them. Royals 3 games out of first place along with the White Sox there. Both are in the basement there in the AL Central. So, with that being said, of course, talks about Bonds getting traded once again is coming up. And, of course, Bonds says for right now, he is still looking at a trade. But if things do not shape up here in the next couple of weeks here, getting close to the All-Star break, he says he wants to be traded. So, we'll see here in the next episode here coming up. We have a series here, it looks like against the Toronto Blue Jays. It's a 3-game series there, a weekend series. It'll be Tim Lincecum starting off there for the Blue Jays, who has a 4-4 record with the ERA just almost close to 6 there. He'll take the Tigers on as Justin Verlander will be on the mound for us. 5-2 there for the year with a 3.72 ERA with 63 strikeouts there. He has been struggling also here this season. And we'll see what he can do against the Blue Jays. So definitely, guys, come on back for more Road Show with Simon Unger, with Theo Bonds here as we take on the Blue Jays here. Of course, Simon Unger plays for the Blue Jays, but not in the same Road Show universe. Too bad they wasn't. Be awesome to see that matchup. But we'll see what we can do here against these Blue Jays here in this next episode here on Road the Show with Theo Bonds. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Also, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and check out other great series here on ESGNet. If you guys want to know more about the Road Show series and everything else about videos when they're coming out and stuff, follow us on social media on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr. The links are down below in the description. And continue getting the word out there about ESGNet as we're over 300 subscribers and continuing growing every single day. I want to thank those people out there who've been subscribed to the channel for supporting the channel and spreading the word about ESGNet. As always, you guys, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see all of you guys next time.